Hello everyone, it's Davide here and welcome back to Learning Finance. In today's video guys, I'm going to talk about Amazon stock because you have asked me about Amazon stock in the comments of previous videos about doing a valuation of it after the earnings. And also I want to give a word about Jeff Bezos, which is going to step down of the CEO role in Q3 of 2021. So is this something good? Is this something bad? We are gonna talk about it as well, and I'm also gonna explain you why I think that Amazon, even though they have a huge market cap today, they can still double at least. The only thing I ask you is leave me a like, an early like, it's very important and I thank you for it, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new updates. Let's begin. So Amazon earnings, guys, we have had in this week, February the 2nd. I don't want to actually tell you all these things. Probably you already know them, or if you don't, just go on Amazon Investors Relations and you are gonna read everything you need. Anyway, what's important here is basically that in the fourth quarter, they closed net sales by 44% to 125 billion in the fourth quarter, comparing with 87.4 in 2019. And then for the full year 2020, net sales increased overall 38%, and Amazon closed with revenues in total $386 billion. Okay, obviously for them, this very bad year of the pandemic has been the best year ever. We have seen that with a lot of online businesses. Okay, needless to say, for a company which is already above $1 trillion, closing at almost 40% in growth is something incredible. Operating income increased to almost 30 billion. So Amazon is also getting their margins better, and this is something very important for the future in my opinion. And this is related to actually that one, which is the news that Jeff Bezos will step down the role of CEO, and the role will be taken by Andy Jassy. And now, why is that in my opinion important? Because that makes us understand what Amazon will do in the future, okay? Or at least their objectives. Now, Jeff Bezos, needless to say, whether you love him or hate him, it doesn't matter. It has been one of the best entrepreneurs in the world, okay? No, I have no doubts about it. Remember, Jeff Bezos is not going to disappear, okay? He will have and still have a huge influence over Amazon, but the role of CEO will be given to Andy Jassy, which is today the chief of the AWS division, which in my opinion, and it's not just my opinion, a lot of analysts are saying that it will be the future for Amazon Web Services. So it's where the cloud business is, okay, and other services. Why is that important? And we are gonna see that very soon in the valuation. Historically, we have always seen that Amazon has huge revenues but very low net profits. Now, actually, since they started this Amazon cloud business, we have seen that overall the net margin for Amazon began to increase, even though in terms of the total revenue, the AWS, it's only a 12-13% of the entire revenues. But when it comes to net income, it's a huge stake because it's one of the most profitable businesses that exist. When the AWS continues to increase, overall, also the net income margins of Amazon will continue to increase, and that's very positive for the valuation and the business itself. So the fact that they put Andy Jassy, which has a huge background in the cloud business and web services, as the CEO of the entire company, it makes me think the idea of Amazon is going on in the future to put a lot of effort in web services and overall become a more efficient business. Now, here in my opinion, that's the impact that this kind of business can have on the overall Amazon net margins. This is from basically 2011, net margins 2.58%, and then decreasing, okay? They have been quite down, even negative. And then the margins went up, okay, as the business, especially the AWS, continued to increase at a 30% rate. At the moment, we have net margins at 5.53%. So that's very positive for Amazon business. Now, for the valuation, guys, it's the same method. So if you want to know how I did it, I'll leave you the link down in the description of the video step by step. Plus, you have the free template as well. Now, the last 5 years, we have the averages. The net income margins, as you can see, they were pretty low until 2018. The average is actually 3.49%. Average of free cash flow divided by net income, 173.43. I didn't consider 2016 because in my opinion it was too high, and then revenue growth, extreme growth, honestly, an average of 30% in the last 4-5 years. Incredible. The forecast. So here are analysts' expectations for 2021 and 2022, and then as always the growth rates. Now here it comes the magic. And why is that? Because when we take a look at analysts' expectations in terms of growth rate, in my opinion it is mind-blowing, because look at that. Next 5 years per annum, 38.37%. So those are the expectations. Now, in my analysis, I actually wanted to be a little bit more conservative, okay? Because that, for a company which is already $1.7 trillion in market cap, it's definitely mind-blowing. And in my 3 scenarios, I have considered, for the normal case, a 24% growth until 2025, and then a 15% growth until 2028. We can see that the perpetual growth rate is 2.8, rate of return 8.5. I usually use 8.5 for these very big companies in the US. And we see that the fair price today will be almost $3,500, okay, for Amazon stock. In the bull case, 27% until 2025, 16% until 2028, same requirements, and the fair price will be $3,812.73 for Amazon stock today. And then the bear case, okay? For the bear case, I wanted to be very bearish on Amazon business. So a 15% until 2025, 11% until 2028. And that will give us today $2,656 per share. Very bearish scenario comparing to what in reality Amazon is doing today. Obviously, probabilities. So I've put at 0.5%, so 50% probability to the normal, bull and bear 25%. Actually, here is conservative, okay? Because in my opinion, I can also put, no, let me change that. So 20% to the bear and 30%, in my opinion, to the bull case. So the fair price for Amazon stock today is $3,419.16. And considering that the stock is today at $3,352, Amazon is still basically a little bit undervalued. So if you buy Amazon today, are you paying a too much higher price? Well, in my opinion, no. Okay, you're actually buying at a little bit of discount. So it's perfectly priced by the market according to the growth rate. Now, those growth rates that, in my opinion, are mind-blowing, but it looks like the Amazon can really achieve that. Let me explain. With the 24% scenario until 2025, okay, so as you have seen, analysts are expecting a way more than that. However, just with this scenario, 24%, we have that in 2025, so in 5 years' time exactly, Amazon will make $1 trillion in revenue in a single year. Leave me down a comment. I don't know what you think about that. In my opinion, it will be the first company to achieve this very incredible goal, and it looks like that they are in the right path to actually make it. Okay, so that's mind-blowing. Anyway, let's try to say, so what can be the price and why I think that Amazon can still double very easily. Let's take this 1 trillion.048 in revenues, okay, by 2025 according to the normal case scenario. So we take that, and as of today we see that the price to sales ratio for Amazon is 4.88. But then you can argue, okay, I know, but the stock market today is crazy, so probably will be less. Okay, then let's be more conservative. We have the price to sales ratio historical from 2006. It went to 3, then it stayed down for around 4 years, and then it went above 3 for basically another 4 years. Okay, so on average we are in the 3 line as price to sales ratio. Now it's very easy. You just take the revenue, multiply by 3, and you have them. Amazon by 2025 will have a market cap above $3 trillion. Compared with today, that would mean that Amazon can still do a 100% in return without any problems by being conservative. Okay, so it can at least still double, in my opinion. So I don't know what's your opinion. Just leave me a comment down below. I will be very happy to hear from you. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you find it interesting, and leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, guys, have a wonderful day.